7 February 2023. In this news flash I'm going to talk about earthquake again and a little bit more focused on Syria. It is absolutely horrendous what has happened there, and the aftershocks is serious. So damaged buildings are collapsing. It makes it difficult for the rescue people and everything. But the thing that I want to talk about is something that we must not forget. The United States, the West, has got severe sanctions against Syria, which makes it extremely hard for Syria to get hold of medicine, and it also makes it very hard for them to do collections of international donations. And you must then keep in mind that the countries that immediately jumped in to help them is the so-called scoundrels of the world: Russia, Iraq, Iran, and North Korea, and China. They are the people that are jumping in and helping. I see Gift of the Givers from South Africa has also sent a team. I am at a stage that I am so disgusted in the West. And that is going to sound stupid because I grew up in the West under Western standards and things like that. But the West has turned into a thing that I don't want to be part of. So much of their actions and activities are basically satanic. And yeah, there's people that's going to differ from me. The reality is, we are witnessing the collapse of the Western, and nothing can stop that collapse. The West is morally bankrupt, financially bankrupt, and so corrupt. I feel sorry for the people in the real Western countries. I'm not in a real Western country. I'm sitting here at the tip of Africa. But the people in Europe and the people in North America, and so they've got a big problem. The decent people. And they are not going to get out of that debacle without really fighting their way out. And that is going to mean violence. Otherwise, they're not going to make it. The devastation in Syria and Turkey with these earthquakes is horrendous. I mean, cities, blocks and blocks of residential dwellings collapsed totally. It looks as if a massive bomb has fallen there. The sad part is that that part of the world also houses a hell of a lot of human history, and many of those things are also gone. Look at this. The historic Yeni Kami Mosque in Malatya, Turkey, destroyed after Monday's earthquake. Now, yesterday in my program I did show you that fort that was destroyed. Look at this. This building, this once beautiful, impressive building. I mean, how old is that thing? And this is what is left of it. It is gone. Just gone. The chances of that thing ever being rebuilt is almost zero. And then Eva Bartlett posted this on her Telegram channel. The West imposes brutal sanctions against Syria, debilitating and ruining every aspect of Syrians' lives, in addition to stealing their oil, backing terrorist groups and creating the unnecessary war on Syria in the first place. And after the tragic earthquakes in the region, who helped Syria? Those vilified by the hypocritical West. Iran, Russia, Iraq, Lebanon, and Syrians themselves. Although, thanks to those damn sanctions, fundraising efforts by Syrians abroad are nearly impossible. The Russian Ministry of Emergency Services personnel get to work in Syria. 50 personnel and 3 search and rescue canine crews arrived in Syria on Tuesday to assist with the emergency operations following the deadly earthquakes that struck the country. Earlier, Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu ordered the Russian military personnel deployed to the country to begin assisting search and rescue operations. That is what it is. The West is nowhere to be seen there. And she continues, while all the focus is on the plight of the Ukrainians facing a winter without energy, and everyone seems to have forgotten that Syria has been living under Western sanctions for 11 years. Vanessa Bailey explains the impact of the sanctions on the people of Syria and appeals to everyone to assist in raising awareness and having them lifted. Now you must add to this, while the Americans has got these brutal sanctions on Syria, they are stealing 80% of Syrians' oil production per month. And in December, they started stealing Syrian grain. Now, if you are in the West, you must think about this, because indirectly you are participating in the misery in Syria. And all of that just simply because the Syrian government did not want to bow to the Americans. That. And what did the Americans do? They financed and armed a lot of terrorists to try and overthrow Assad's regime. Because that is how America works. They will first try to corrupt the government, and if they can't do that, then they'll start with their sanctions and with their civil unrest programs. And they don't give a flying fuck for the misery of the... They deserve everything that is heading their way. Everything. A lot of the American public are sitting tonight in their homes, watching their TVs, eating their food, having the luxuries around them, living in a normal society. While halfway around the world, their government is destroying people and destroying lives. You must think about that. Payback is a bitch. Look at this image. These two children were trapped under that rubble and were rescued. Look at this image. Look at what it looks like there. It is horrific. And then you get this image. This dog was sitting at its owner, barking and trying to get the attention of the rescuers. So, in conclusion, think about the people in Syria tonight. And it is cold, it is raining, and there is snow. And then think about your government. What are they contributing to that misery? Please give me a like and a subscribe and share the thing. Thank you.